me get right and start like saying this, man. Guru, Chantz, Wandavision was weak, son. Let's talk
Man,
about it.
typically I start off the banter, but Google is visibly upset about episode 9 of WandaVision.
Family.
So we're gonna let Google start off and let him know how he feel.
Listen, man, let me tell you, I had to go put on a Transformer shirt. I said, listen, I switched a whole new franchise because I'm upset, Marvel. But let me talk about it. Y'all got this whole situation of sister dealing with multi-universes, right? And then you say, okay, here goes a hex where she's opened up a space where magic and things can happen. But here comes the end where you gonna tell me, here I am, you know what I mean, fan. You're gonna tell the fan that, oh, she's using unfound magical power, she's using high levels of chaos magic, and the guy, you even dropped Sosa Supreme's name. The guy is right next door. He is 30 miles away. He don't see this in the air.
The
So
guy
Doctor
is Doctor
Strange, where was
Strange.
Doctor Strange? That's my
Okay.
anger. Where was the Strange man at, fam? Because he is the source supreme, right? His whole job is to make sure that things like this don't happen. Where was he? He could have popped up on a roof and seen the red glow. And then wait, and then at the very end, she over here flipping through the pages of the dark hole like it's the highlight at the dentist's office, just as if it's nothing. Where is Doctor Strange to be like, yo, I feel this, I feel this. You know what I mean? So I just feel like the balls in their court, they could have kicked it, field goal, but they
dropped the ball, essentially.
dropped the ball, man. The ball has been dropped. What do you think?
I will say that I started off with not particularly high hopes for the show because I've noticed when you go into a show some at times and expecting the best, you sometimes don't get that.
You get chewed.
Right. I think unfortunately that's what happened. That's what happened with Guru and many other viewers. So yeah, I guess right on the Vision versus Vision battle. I feel like that delivered.
That was like the best part. To be honest, that was one of my favorite part. Their exchange about, you know what I mean, who was the true Vision was fire. That was a good exchange.
Right. The exchange was actually really good. I think that if there was two visions, that was exactly the conversation they would have. I agree with you guys. Guru and every other angry fan out there, they did drop the ball a little bit. However, I do feel like they still know what they're doing. This is only the beginning of the next phase. This is the first series we got. This is only the beginning of a whole nother 10 years possibly of content we can have. So if they give us everything we want now, then I feel like we'll be kind of clawing at what's next. They're trying to spread it out. They have a lot of time to spread out. They have a lot of movies coming out. You know, we just talking about Doctor Strange right now.
Right.
They still have movies like Blade, The Eternals.
Right.
There's so many other Black Widow.
Right.
There's so many other movies they have to touch base on. And I feel like maybe they felt like now is not the time to just add in mutants. They know,
like you said, they got their plans, and their plans are like the 10-year, like Feige got that whole 10-year thing, and so they probably have another transitional period or transitional move that they can make that wasn't WandaVision. But it's like, yo, that was like a ball in the that was just a knockout the park.
From a fan's point of view, you dropped the ball. From a producer and a writer's point of view, we did exactly what we should have did. We let them know again with like I spoke about in the other video with the Easter eggs. We let them know, yeah, we know you want mutants. We know. That's why we put the Quicksilver in, you know, but you're not ready for all that yet. You're just not ready for all that yet. So we're gonna name him Ralph.
That shit was
Ralph.
That shit was Google Kaka, fam. I'm telling you.
His name was Ralph Boner. He was given his powers by that fake necklace.
That's what we got.
And he was taken down with a simple judo throw from our new Captain Marvel. I will admit that was a little off. I feel like you had one of the possibly strongest people in the Marvel universe, and she took down what could have been Quicksilver with a judo throw. I was expecting a little bit more on that. I do like, however, the part where they were shooting at her and she got a chance to show what she can do. But I'm a little curious though, because when I was viewing it, it didn't seem like she was super shocked at what she was capable of. It was kind of like nice trick. And the boys was like, oh, we like yours too. She didn't seem like a person who was unfamiliar with her powers. It seemed like a person who didn't seem surprised. I don't know, maybe I'm looking too much into it, but she didn't seem too surprised at her new abilities. This is the second time she's shown that she was able to do something that's not human.
Yeah, she's not too shocked. Well, I mean, listen, if I jumped away in some bullets and them joints went right through me as if I was light, I would be a little like, oh,
right. And this is kind of a drawback to the point you made about her not being shocked about the X-rays she's seen. So she's very laid back about things that she can do. I'm starting to wonder what's that about. I know it's not bad acting. It's just
right. No, I think right, like you said, maybe it's something, or just alludes to the idea that she probably maybe had an incident before where maybe she had some type of superpower thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think to step away from the mutants of it and what they could have did with Wanda, it was solid, man. You got Vision, who could come back now because they got White Vision and he helped them with the right. You got to figure out who you are. So you could have Vision in the future, right through that. You got, like you said, Photon. Even though we didn't see much of our powers develop, it's like, it's gonna be fire when we do see it. So they got to show us more of that. I just feel like, yeah, man, and not even on a fan perspective, just like, and maybe it's a fan perspective, but just on the perspective of how do we bring in the mutants? You already set up that this lady was changing, and maybe she'll do it again, right? Maybe in Doctor Strange 2, what we'll see is her actually using that same little hex deal that she created the first time, but expanding it. I need to see another way in, another transition for these mutants, and I don't see it.
Well, you know what? Maybe they're trying to hold off on this mutant thing for now. Maybe they're just putting a pin in it. Maybe they're just letting us know, we know there's mutants, and we know that we acquired Fox. We know all that stuff. However, we already had plans, and we're not going to rush to bring them in just because we just bought Fox. Now we can use them anytime we want to.
You're going to have to sit and wait.
There's no deadlines. We don't have to rush and use them. The contract's not up in 2 years. We bought them. This is ours now. Mutants belong to us. They could choose to put mutants in the next Doctor Strange. They could choose mutants in for 5 years from now. That's my point. They have a plan, and mutants may not be a part of that plan as of now. But like I said, fan service. Let's put in Quicksilver because now we can use him.
They can't use that version of him.
That's what I'm saying. They couldn't use that version.
They'll go and use him now. Right. In the multiverse of it, he can be used, right? But they already established that guy is so-and-so boner in the MCU.
So no, that version of Quicksilver is possibly dead now. That's the thing. However, the fact that he used that actor and made him Quicksilver and put him in Marvel.
Right. In another universe, he's
yes. That right.
So if they get to the universe expanding this of it, Doctor Strange 2 of it, maybe they can see him again. Right. We just want to see the things happen. Like, so even, what blew mine too, and I kind of just let it rock, when Hulk was just smart Hulk. And he's like, yo, I dealt with that for 5 years. I figured it out. That blew mine, bro. Like,
that's a whole nother can of worms.
Himself, like,
you didn't tell me we was talking about that. I wasn't prepared for that because I have a whole thing about Hulk. I can't stand the Hulk and Marvel.
But just in the ideas of this, like, that blew mine because there was so much backstory that they just gave us. They just fed us to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Exposition, they just fed to us. So I don't want the same thing with Wandavision in the sense that I don't want to see Doctor Strange and they tell me, oh, yeah, she's been over here reading this and she caused this. No, I want to see her read this and cause that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. I think they do have a plan, and obviously the plan can go how they want to rock it. They going to rock how they want to rock. But I want to see the things happen. I don't want you to Hulk me, fam. Don't do the smart Hulk and he's just eating eggs with them. No, let me see how Wanda caused the problem or whoever caused the problem, and let's build that up. Yeah. See, if they don't, that's strike 3 for them.
You see, all right, the ball was dropped on Hulk for sure. They made Hulk pretty much a throwaway character. Hulk took so many L's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU. They took so many L's for Hulk. The way they ended it was him being smart Hulk. Like you said, he struggled for his whole life. 5 years after the blip, and now he figured it out. We don't know how he figured it out. Like you said, we just supposed to just take it. Like, all right, this is our new version of Hulk. And that's typically not what we're used to. One of the special parts of the Hulk that we enjoy is the fact that he is 2 entities into one. that struggle is what makes him Hulk. And I feel like maybe they were trying to show character growth by saying, okay,
How?
you know,
All you did was show me the guy in the future.
right.
If you want to show the growth, okay, so an example of that, if you want to show the growth, remember when he tried to turn to the Hulk and the Hulk said no, and you saw that for a second?
Yes.
That's growth. Like that's showing the pull of the two juxtaposing people in the body. So to just jump to him being that kind of took that from you, and now you're just in the. I was literally in the theater, like, okay, I guess it is what it is.
Another prime example was when in Avengers 1, where he said, you know, that's the thing, I'm always angry. We've seen in previous iterations, even with Edward Norton Hulk, he was struggling trying to grasp control. His best way of turning into Hulk was kind of falling out the helicopter. And they did a callback to that in Thor Ragnarok as well. But in Avengers 1, he came on his little scooter. The Avengers was waiting for him, like, oh, so you ready? You know, he sounded angry. And he kind of was like, that's the thing. I'm always angry. And it turned right into the Hulk. That was epic.
That was baby. I'm not even mad at that, bro.
I was in there screaming, like, yo, that was
baby. I feel like part of that, if you want to give them a little credit, you could say, oh, well, that was. So it's like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde in the one body type of thing, right? So maybe at that point when he had to jump out, like he had to physically force the Hulk to come out a little more. Like basically, it's like the whole thing with them to me, as I see, is like just working in unison. So it's like we want to continuously see this battle between them working in unison, right? If I can't see that, if you cheated me out of that, like you told me, oh, they work together now.
Right.
There's a bunch of not even missing from that.
That's not even working together. It's like you killed the Hulk and took his body. That's not, you're not even working together. That the Hulk is gone. You just took his body and we just supposed to accept this is how you look now. The biggest growth would have been him being able to kind of talk to the Hulk in his head, and whenever danger comes, Hulk, I need you. Kind of like what he was trying to do in Hulkbuster, like you just said.
Like how what's his name? Firestorm with a professor and the guy. That type of, it's a unison. But
yes, I was more excited to see, like you said, the Firestorm type thing where, you know, Bruce Banner's like, you know, not even about being angry. He know there's danger. And now he know how to tap into the Hulk when he need it. Now we see the Hulk, the raging monster.
Even while I bring up that set, man, it's like that's the type of thing I don't want to miss out on that type of story building. Where it's just like the Hulk thing, where you didn't see Hulk actually get to that point. You were just shoved into that. I don't want to get to a point where now it's because I didn't see her do the learning and the growing and the hexing. I just seen her play around. That there's gonna be so much growth that by the time she gets to the movie, she's gonna be big bad. I didn't get to see that growth. So it's like, for me, it's like Marvel's good at the movies, but if you're gonna keep skipping growth pieces like that, y'all gonna have to work on that. But overall, I'm still looking forward to it. Transformers today, Marvel's tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like I just think, like I said, their plan is bigger than what we see right now. Obviously, they're gonna enter the mutants. They already let us know it's not gonna be this way, and I think too, they expected that. They know we're pretty good at guessing. You know, people read the comics and things of that nature, so they felt like, okay, they expecting this. Let's give them a fake out.
So what I'm expecting, if it's the best story I could come up with, this is my thing. I guarantee, and I'll take a shot in the dark, whatever transition they have to make mutants now, it's not as good as Wanda using her power to expand around and engulf the globe and changing people. That's like the best. That's the waviest sounding situation right there.
Okay, but then Wanda is still fully alive. Wanda,
right, so maybe she can still do it. You say
it's not over.
Right.
Wanda, this is the end of the season, not the series.
I don't want to see no part 2s, bro. They had a shot and they missed it.
They didn't miss it. The game is not over. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The game is not over. There's still plenty of opportunities for them to gather themselves together. They've dropped the ball a few times and made up for it. Marvel had the money, time, and resources. They're not going nowhere.
Now you're not going nowhere. And it's like, listen, you can't tell the winner how to win. So they win when it comes to comic book content, comic book movies. And I'm not mad at that. I just feel like, it's almost like you seen somebody get crazy on the court, curry them up. He go for the 3, perfect open 3. He's about to make it. Past it. And it's not like it's not like the pass isn't going to still be a shot, but you was open for the shot, right? You know what I'm saying?
But then if he passes it and then that guy makes the shot, they still win.
We good. We still good.
That's essentially what's going to happen. We don't know if that guy he passed the ball to going to make the shot yet. Until
he messed around and
we only in the second quarter.
I'm not watching the season 2 of Wandavision. So
you are. You're gonna watch the season 2 of Yes, you are.
No,
You're
I'm
gonna
not.
watch it because
I
you're gonna.
won't. Listen, Transformers today. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I'm not.
I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna tell him about it so we can review it anyway.
If there is a season 2, I'll watch the first episode. I doubt there will be. If there is, yeah.
You don't think there's gonna be a season 2?
What for? What's to watch? Tell me real quick. Let's end it like this. If there's a season 2, what's season 2 of WandaVision?
We would have to see what happens in Doctor Strange first. It'll be a follow-up from there.
Okay, it'll be a follow-up from his movie.
Yeah, because the movie comes out 2022, right? It's 2021. After the movie comes out, essentially it'll be time for WandaVision season 2 again. So whatever happens in that movie, right? Whatever happens in that
2023.
Yeah, so whatever happened in that movie is gonna be followed up to in WandaVision season 2. It's kind of like in Power Rangers back in the day where they had all the seasons and they had the movie, and then
I can see that
the season followed up from the movie. I feel like it's gonna be like that. Shield did the same thing. They had the show in Avengers, and then Shield essentially died, and then the next movie, Shield was dead, but Shield had to continue their show based on what happened in the movie.
Right.
So I feel like WandaVision is gonna be based on whatever happens in Doctor Strange, because at this point he's already given everything he was looking for in the Doctor Strange movie, because that's not gonna be trash. Come on, like that's gonna be a fire movie. Your faith is in WandaVision, not Doctor Strange.
Hey, bro, listen. At this point, it's like now Marvel got to make it up to me. That's what I'm saying. Now I'm like, now I'm bitter. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, yo, what y'all doing? Y'all giving me scrolls I don't want. Y'all giving me. I ain't want none of that. Like,
bro, what did we just?
So good.
What did we just been telling people? Me and Marvel, hand in hand, right on the swing.
I'm gonna make a new one.
I'm
gonna show you what being Marvel is. I'm gonna show you. It ain't that.
Marvel. You can't turn on Marvel after one incident. You can't turn on them. They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball one time, but they're gonna pick it back up. I promise you. We're gonna watch.
Three times they dropped the ball. This could be the third strike. We're gonna make another video. People, if you haven't seen WandaVision in full, watch it again. Let me know how you feel. I feel it could have went a different way. They could have, they could have really tapped in.
And I feel like it's gonna be a bigger picture. I feel like it's not quite over.
It's gonna be a bigger picture, but they could have did more.
They could have did more, yes, because now we probably won't see WandaVision for probably another year or so. And at least it's
gotta wait to see like you said, Doctor Strange 2 to see her again. You might not even get a season 2, but
I don't believe that. I believe WandaVision, despite the fact that they dropped the ball in the last episode, it's been a great series to watch. And you have to admit that you know what I mean. We was enjoying it.
It has been solid. So I wish it ended differently, but like you said, I'm overall, it was good.
Right. They're not gonna end the series because they had one bad episode. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, the action was lit. What we didn't like was because we expected more, and
a little better. Could be a little better, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So there's gonna be a season 2. We just have to kind of wait a little longer, which I'm disappointed about.
No season 2. Well, listen, if there is a season 2, Chantz will be on the first line of watching. He'll do the first line of videos. I'm gonna be here with my DC shirts on, telling them that they should have did better. But that's
speaking of which, look for an updated DC because it should be coming out, I think, in 2 weeks. So Wuru has a lot of faith in, and Chantz.
It's all I can do is have faith, because at this point, I'm gonna get lied to regardless. But he's right. We are looking forward to seeing that in a little while, a couple weeks. Tap in because we're going to do a DC versus Marvel joint. Basically breaking up, the strengths versus the weaknesses, comic books, the movies, the shows, the cartoons, the games. We'll do all that.
Yeah. Piece by piece.
But yes, take us out, man, because I'm just flustered, man. WandaVision, take us out, man.
All right, guys. Good talking to you. Look forward to our next video, and leave your thoughts in the comments.
Facts. Appreciate y'all. Tap in. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.